I thought about the title for this episode. I had several in mind. I decided to call it Pizzelle. 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 This is a stack of Pizzelles. This is one Pizzelle. If you're wondering what does this have to do with business, everything. Everything. If you're starting off in business, if you're thinking of starting a business, this may be the most important video that I can offer you. If you already are in business and you're struggling like hell, this may be the most important video I can offer to you. This is called a Pizzelle. It looks like a plate. All right? This is a bag of them. My mother, everybody calls her Nonna. My mother made these. My mother came here from Italy with my father on separate boats. Poor Italian immigrant Italians. Poor immigrant illiterate Italians came here on boats to escape World War II. They had very little money. They started from scratch, just like our business. They started from scratch. And what they ate was peasant food, high carb food, because high carb food today, high carb food is a sin. High carbs, you see, high carb foods, when poor illiterate immigrant Italians came here, it sustained them because they had to work through manual labor. When I was growing up, our house only had high carb food because my father was a manual laborer. He carried 140-pound flour bags 8 hours a day. Then when I was in high school, I got the summer job that nobody wanted, carrying 140-pound flour bags. Even during the winter, 40 hours a week. In the summer, 40 hours a week, sometimes 48 with overtime. In the summer, on a short week, I was working 3 nights a week. Even when I was going to school, it was 3 nights a week. I'd be going 5 nights a week sometimes. That was during high school. Great shape. Got in phenomenal shape. But man, you got to eat carbs. You've got to eat carbs or you're not going to last. You're not going to last 8 hours. See, high carb food is fuel. Today, high carbs is a sin. It's, don't talk to me about high carbs because we'll get fat because you don't do anything. Manual labor jobs, nobody raises their kids to be manual laborers. I taught in college for 20 years. Everybody wants to get post-secondary education and be the next big thing. See this Pizzelles? This Pizzelle right here, this right here, has absolutely no nutritional value whatsoever. None. There's eggs in them. But I doubt seriously that protein content even remotely negates what's in here. This stuff will make you fat. If you don't burn this, it's not poison or anything. It's fantastic. These things taste, they're addictive. These things are treats for Italians, but they're high carb food. If you don't work out, if you don't work manual labor jobs, you're going to get fat. These things will make you fat, guaranteed. Look, this will make you fat. You eat that today, let's just say you just wolf this down. I'll guarantee you you're going to get fat. My colleagues at work, when I was coordinator at community college, 2 law enforcement programs, I would bring these in, I'd be the most popular guy. At the police station, I would bring these at the police station, I would bring these in. No matter how much conflict we had in the workplace at the police station between 1975 and 1975 and 1990, 9 years of uniform, 6 years as a detective. No matter how much conflict, these things solve conflict. These things made me the most popular person in all my workplaces. Every person who started eating these got hooked. Repeat customers. Here's the problem. Gave them away for free. My mother, Nonna, never made a dime making these. She would give them to me, my daughters. I'd bring a bag in just to score points. Score points, as I was talking about. I wasn't an entrepreneur yet, but I knew the value of scoring points. I would piss off people at work, and when people were pissed off at me, I'd bring these in. I'd share. They would wolf these things down, like they hadn't eaten in days. They wouldn't share them either. I shared it with them, but they wouldn't share. This takes maybe less than half an hour, not even half an hour to make the whole thing. I don't know. I've never made them. Today, my family made these. My daughter, her husband, my grandchildren, they made these in half an hour. What does it cost? These things cost, I'm just going to take a wild guess. This probably cost 2 cents each. This whole bag, 50 cents. You could probably sell them for whatever price you want. Why? Because they'll do harm to you. Here's my point. What's so important about this video? I've been tempted to sell these. I've thought of, during the past 40 years, how many of these I've given away for free. And not only for free, but people have got addicted to them. People would say, what are the Pizzelles? Well, I can see there's a slang, Pizzelles. They're called Pizzelles, but our broken English and broken Italian, we call them Pizzelles. People, non-Italians at work would say, when are the Pizzelles coming in? What's up with Nonna? when is Nonna going to make free Pizzelles? I'd say, I don't know. I'll check it out. So my mother would start with 1 bag. Then she increased it to 2. Then it would be a shopping bag full of 6 of them. And she would say in broken Italian and broken English, you take to the police. Okay. You take it to the... She still thought I was the police. Even when I quit policing in 1990, she still couldn't get it into her head that I wasn't a police. So she said, bring these to the police. Yeah, okay, I'll bring them to the police. Everybody got hooked. If I sold these, I'd make a fortune. I've never sold them. I came close. I've been tempted more than once to sell these. I've been tempted every time we've had really, really rough times at the gym and selling books. See this? Soul of a Lifter. If I said to you, you want to buy this? It's written by Gino Arcaro. This is a motivating book. This is going to change your life. Or would you buy this? I'll guarantee you, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, you'll buy this. And you'll keep buying this. This, I'm telling you right now, Soul of a Lifter, I got to work like hell to get you to buy this. This, I don't have to do anything. Absolutely nothing. I don't even have to let you try it. All I got to say is Nonna made them. They're Italian pastries, and they're no good for you. And they taste awesome. If I let you try just one, I'll guarantee you I have a repeat customer. Every human I shared these with became hooked on them, and I would wonder to myself all the time, I was conflicted. Why am I not selling these? I'd be making a fortune. Anyhow, to get back to my dilemma. During our rough patches, during 15 years of owning X Fitness, 23 years of selling these books. Here, I'm going to show you another one. This is the first book I ever wrote. It's the 5th edition. Criminal Investigation. It's a textbook. It's a police textbook. This became a bestseller. I don't even want to tell you. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, but I want to tell you what the royalties I get on this. It's less than minimum wage. I don't want to tell you. Here's a good book. Hang on a second. Soul of an Entrepreneur, Selling Hell. This will tell you about starting a business. I've been asked over and over again, you got any business tips? There's all kinds of business tips right in here. If you're a cop, 6 years I was in a detective office. Seriously, my interrogation skills, they were very, very good. This is the definitive book on interrogation case law. Can you imagine trying to sell this? One more. Hang on. A couple more. While I'm at it, I just want to prove my point. This is a book I wrote. It's a true story. 4th in Hell, Season 1. Very entertaining. Every time, if I told you this story right now, I guarantee you'd be mesmerized. People who don't even like football, people who hate football, when I tell them this story, this is the story of my brand new college football team that my wife paid a fortune for to help unrecruited, unwanted high school players get ahead in life. If I told you this story, I'll guarantee you would be mesmerized. Trying to sell this book is hell. See this? This is not selling hell. If I said to you, for sale, Pizzelles, or peasant English, Pastorellios, for sale. X Fitness, selling these, I'll guarantee you I'll make a fortune. How many times am I going to say this? I want to get the point across. We even tried, true story, we tried to make protein Pizzelles. Come on, seriously. They're still no good for you. My son-in-law and my daughter today said, do you want us to make gluten-free for you? I can't eat these. If I eat these, I will be obese again. I'll return back to my 12-year-old obese self. That you want gluten-free? I said, no, I can't. No, man. Like, I fight fat every day, and you're sticking this in front of me. Then they put, guess what? They said, here, we'll leave these in the fridge. I said, what are you doing leaving these in the fridge? What's my point? My whole family's hooked on these. All of them, they're hooked. My grandchildren, my daughters, my sons-in-law, neighbors, friends, everybody. They're hooked on this. Every time we've had rough spots in X Fitness, I thought, sell these. Cave in, sell. Go against everything you believe in and sell. There's the whole point of this video. Go against everything you believe in. Please, let's be clear. If you want to sell these, go ahead. I'm not condemning you. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about. The point of this video is, if you are thinking of going in business, do what your heart tells you to do. Don't go against your heart. If your heart says, start a business selling this, sell that, do what your heart tells you. Search your soul. My soul, I've got it inside my head. I've got to make the biggest impact in the world. I got to change the world. I got to change lives. I've got to lift people. I've coached football for nothing. I started a non-profit football team. Even after 30 years of coaching football, my last 10 years, Niagara X-Men, non-profit. My gym, X Fitness, paid for the privilege of coaching people to get them ahead so that they can realize their dreams. Because I got to make an impact. I got to change lives. This doesn't change lives. Well, actually, it changes them negatively. These will change your life. You'll become fat and obese if you don't work out really hard. If you do, please don't send me nasty emails saying, how dare you? How dare you say that this doesn't change lives? It doesn't. This doesn't change lives. This is junk food, but it'll make me a fortune. So here's my cognitive dissonance. Do I make a fortune selling this and go against everything I believe in? Because I don't want to sell these. My heart's not into it. I have no passion for selling these. I can't even stand the way they taste. They're awesome. I'm saying me. I can't stand it anymore because every time I take a bite into these, I just think of getting fat and obese and not fitting into clothes and working out for nothing. You see this right here? This would outsell that in a heartbeat. No pun intended. This would outsell that any day. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, why don't you just sell the Pizzelles? Make a fortune. Stop it. Stop struggling. Sell these. I'm not kidding you. These things will make you fat beyond belief. I can't. In good conscience, I can't. They're not harmful. Like, they're not poison. They're not illegal. They're perfectly legal. As a matter of fact, if I put a label on saying gourmet Pizzelles, gourmet Italian food, and actually call it by Nonna, who came here from Italy, poor immigrant Italian Nonna. She can't speak a word of proper English, made these. I'd sell out. And there's a double meaning. I'd be selling out on myself. Once again, please, I gotta say this again. if you do sell these, please, please don't send me nasty email. I'm not condemning, I'm not looking down on you. I'm saying me. When people ask me what kind of business I should go into, search your soul, do what your passion tells you. Can you sell that passion? My passion is lifting weights. My passion is writing books, lifting souls. My passion is coaching football. Guess what? This is not complaining, but all of that is selling hell. H period, E period, L period, L period. It's selling heavy, extreme, laborious lifting physically and intellectually. It is hell to sell hell. I love it. I wouldn't change any of it, but it is hell. Every dollar you make, you got to sell hell. It's hell to sell hell. These, I'm not even sure if this is even a challenge. There's the point. Why don't I sell these? It's not a challenge. My point, do what your soul tells you to do. Soul of an entrepreneur. The soul of an entrepreneur has to dictate to you what you're going to sell. I hope this video has made you think about, examine your heart, examine your soul, examine your conscience, search your soul. What is it that you want to sell? What will express the joy in your soul to people? Thank you for listening. Blessings and all good things. Peace.